Alrighty guys, welcome to another quad day. Let's get right into it here. We've got 3 new quad movements in my current mesocycle, starting off strong with a new Bulgarian split squat variation. Obviously single leg here. My gym has this cozy little adjustable rest that I love, but you can use a bench or a box, whatever works, just so long as the resting leg can sit low enough that it's not hindering your movement. As with any variation of a Bulgarian split squat, we can target the glutes/hams or the quads depending on foot placement. The closer the foot to your body, the more quad focused, whereas the further your foot placement, it's going to target more of the posterior leg. Few things to keep in mind when performing this movement. I like to think of my knee traveling over my pinky toe. For me personally, this helps with external rotation of the knee, which is something I struggle with without even realizing. And another thing is I am pushing through 3 points of contact in my foot, which is the big toe, pinky toe, and heel. It's just a great cue to make sure that you're applying pressure correctly/evenly. And I really like this variation because I'm able to go heavier than a traditional dumbbell Bulgarian split squat because I don't need to hold the weight, which means I'm loading the quad or the glute/hams more. And I'm currently doing 2 sets of 10 to 15. Next up, we've got the traditional sled hack squat. This is probably among the top 3 for me as far as quad workouts. I'm also a huge fan of leg extensions and the pendulum squat, but stay tuned for this next exercise because it may just take the cake versus regular hacks. So let's break it down. First, I'm going to address the banded situation you see here. There's so much debate. Everybody wants to be the tough guy and veto the use of bands, but it's actually a great way to perform this exercise. Obviously, using resistance is going to aid the movement, especially in the quote-unquote hole at the bottom, which is just where you're transitioning between the eccentric portion and concentric portion of the movement. Not only is it great if you're going for more repetitions, it's also going to take the tension off of the knees, which are going to be more vulnerable at the bottom when your quads are in their weakest position. So we're considering health and longevity here. Lastly, let's talk foot placement. Here, my feet are placed pretty narrow and about midway to the upper half of the platform, just high enough to where I can get full range of motion, but low enough to where I can still apply pressure in the heels. Right now, I am doing 2 sets of 8 to 12. You guys know I joke about my coach's ability to torture my legs, but I have to say, This may be one of the most difficult exercises I've ever performed, and I love it. Same thing, we're going to do these banded, but be prepared to be humbled nonetheless. I assure you, you're going to have to go lighter for these sissy hack squats. The most crucial component in this movement is to make sure your back is not touching the back pad. It should just be your shoulder blades touching. My chin is tucked, my core is tight. As you can see, my posterior chain is in line throughout the entire movement, making sure not to compromise the spine. As I sink deeper into the squat, my knees are bending, my heels come up from the platform, and all pressure is applied through the pads of my feet. I find that a higher foot placement here allows for a full range of motion, but your height may change that for you. Currently, I am doing 2 sets of 10 to 15. As always, thank you guys so much for all the support and love that you show to me. I really appreciate you watching these videos, and I appreciate when you interact with them. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to know how my prep is going, ask me about that. I will be posting a prep update probably later today, but we are officially 7 weeks out and cooking. So love you so much. Hope you enjoyed.